Daily sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week, saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Second and 14. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Second down, they go again with Henry. A strong running. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll get this to Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? A toss right to Henry. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the one. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Colin Kaepernick keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Steelers nothing. Jack Fox.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he'll buy some time right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Steelers nothing.
Throwing Jones. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And it's third down.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Henry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. here once we hit halftime. As we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's caught. It's Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Kaepernick now on 1st down. A check down here for Henry. And just shutting him off there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kaepernick going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Steps away to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 2nd and 9, Jones taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Henry's got it out on the left side. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Kaepernick. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rip left. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Back to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
49.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. Complete. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Kaepernick. They set up the screen for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing Jones. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. First down and much more here for Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here And he is able to pick up the first down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'm here all day.
To throw again. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the play. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. Wiggles free. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jones. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it and they take the lead. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
Thank you.